All right, so call to order the public meeting dated October 23rd, 2023. To the folks in the gallery, if you've not already done so, please sign in providing your name and your address on the sign-in sheet so that your presence is recorded as part of the public meeting and part of those public meeting minutes. As of 6 p.m. now, the meeting is called to order. This is a public meeting regarding two separate applications to amend our township's zoning bylaw. I'm Mayor Tori DeChamps, obviously, and we have all members of council present. They're all here to hear comments based on the proposed amendments. Council is not making a decision on the application tonight. I think that's widely known. And I will say welcome to Tracy Zander of Zander Plan and Victoria Freeborn, representing the property owner for both applications. We have township staff here. We welcome our members of the public as well. And I don't think there is anyone media or anyone attending online, but we are being recorded for as per policy. And for those few, I will turn it over to our community development board.
They held in the authority of Section 34 of the Planning Act and advertised in accordance with the requirements of the Planning Act. So this is advertised in the newspaper, the Reporter, and Times, also in the Broncos press spot this week. It is also mailed to surrounding property owners within 120 meters of the subject land for both applications. The purpose of the meeting is to consider two applications to amend the zoning bylaw at 2084 Dundas Street and 2023 Dundas Street. Anyone here who wishes to speak to the proposed amendment will be given the opportunity to do so today, and then comments will be recorded in the meeting minutes and they will become public record. Before you share comments, please provide your name to first help with the meeting minutes. The applicant is also going to have the opportunity to share a bit more about each proposal with us, and after any comments are heard, if there are any comments heard, they'll also have an opportunity to respond and answer some questions if there are any left. Following the meeting, staff will coordinate the preparation of the final report to our committee as a whole, community development, taking into consideration any planning matters that are brought forward as oral comments tonight, or made in writing to council through myself and the community development coordinator. So just some important housekeeping items making an appeal. So if you don't make an oral presentation tonight or a written submission to council before the bylaws pass, you will not be entitled to appeal council's decision to the Ontario Land Tribunal, and you would also may not be added as a party to the hearing of an appeal before the Ontario Land Tribunal unless, in the opinion of the tribunal, there are reasonable grounds to do so. If you would like to be notified of council's decision, you must make a request in writing to myself and community development coordinator. Without this written request, a notice of council's decision will not be mailed to you. The exception being, of course, the owner and the applicant can also be handed council's fees and council. So I'm moving on to item number 3. Chair. Okay.
Absolutely.
So 2084 Dundas Street. Just going to give a brief overview here of the application before I hand it over to the applicant for there. The township received an application to amend zoning bylaw 2022-37 for a property at 2084 Dundas Street. The purpose of the amendment is to change the zoning on the property from residential, second density, and Main Street commercial to Main Street commercial with special exception in order to permit residential units on the ground floor of the existing building. So the amendment will allow for the conversion of an existing residential unit at the rear of the building into 4 residential units. So the building currently has 7 dwelling units inside it, but will contain a total of 10 units following the proposed internal conversion. So I'll just allow some to speak for a little more and share those.
Thank you, everybody. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Nice to be here this evening. Tracy Zander from Zander Plan, and as the Mayor mentioned, Victoria from the leadership of the company. You have my detailed planning rationale. I don't know if there's anything you'd like me to add. When you said this building has 7 units in it, it's in your Main Street commercial zone, but it's really being used for residential purposes. The back of the building is kind of interesting levels at page 16, where there's some floor plans and things. There's a little photo of the back part of the building that's really the subject of this application, so that one residential unit is proposed to be converted into 4. I think it's a kind of great intensification of a building. It's kind of being utilized as one big unit, so we chance for some additional rental house units in this primarily residential building, which we are desperately needed these days to find some reasonably priced housing units. There's lots of parking on this site. It actually supplies a couple of the parking spaces for the other property we're going to talk about next, but this property has quite a lot of room for parking on it, so we don't use with off-site parking. And you have my planning rationale and the supporting information. I'm certainly happy to bring the questions if you have any, because maybe we will answer questions as well.
Good, we're good. So I will ask if anyone that is present would like to comment on the proposed amendment before you today. I'll ask the question again. Is there anyone present that would like to comment on the proposed amendments? So hearing no comments, we can move ahead with the next item. Okay.
The number 1 agenda is the 173 Dundas Street. The township received an application from the zoning bylaw 2022-37 for property at 2023 Dundas Street, also in the village of Cardinal. The purpose of the amendment is to change zoning on the property from Main Street Commercial to Main Street Commercial with a special exception in order to permit a residential use on the ground floor of the existing mixed-use commercial building. The amendment would allow the conversion of a portion of the commercial space on the ground floor to one residential dwelling unit within the existing building. So again, you'll have to go to
Thank you. So the property just down the street, it does have some commercial space on the ground floor. So this proposal would also create a commercial exception, but the intent here is to allow for part of the ground floor to be used as a residential unit, and the front parking on that street would continue to be available for commercial space because it has a frontage on your main street. So this would be a kind of mixed use on the ground. The zoning bylaw does not permit residential on the ground floor, so that's the reason for this. Otherwise,
Good, thanks, Tracy. I will ask the same question again. Is there anyone present that would like to comment on the proposed amendment? I'll ask it one last time. Is there anyone present that would like to comment on the proposed amendment? Okay, so hearing no comments, I guess I'm on to the next steps then, Wendy, is that right? So both proposed zoning amendments will be considered at an upcoming committee of the whole community development committee meeting. This meeting is scheduled for November 6th. Council will consider the committee's recommendation and any comments from the public before making a decision on these applications for future meeting of council. Is that's correct? Yeah. For those that wish to attend committee and council meetings, and agendas are posted on the council calendar at twpec.ca. Once a decision is made by council and a notice of decision is mailed, there will be a 20-day appeal period. And as a reminder, if you wish to be notified of council's decision, you must make a written request to the township through Wendy, the CDC. Otherwise, you won't get any correspondence. And adjournment. And do I have to call for a motion for adjournment? Or do I just adjourn it? All right, the meeting is adjourned at 6:08. Pretty simple. Good. Have a good night.